Hi, it's Marguerite Brigham, speaking to the Awaken Magic community, and I'm making this video because so much synchronicity has been happening lately, and I want to let you know that not only do I see you magical, but as a star seed, as a light worker, thunder being even, and definitely rainbow of the warrior. So if it's true that your vibe attracts your tribe, then here you are, and you must be all those things because I am all those things. And the synchronicities were when I got the Mayan Oracle deck after playing the Wonder Game again. It's a game I've played many times off and on. You know how that happens. You practice something and you stop. But with this mad world right now, our magic is really needed. And so the card is Can. And I read some of it when I did my last video, and then I did a teleseminar, a Q&A about the cosmic breath I've been teaching. And I didn't realize when I picked the day that it was from the Mayan calendar, the day at a time. And then the next day was the new year. And what's coming for this new year in the Mayan calendar is the blue storm. So it's a call to the thunder beings. I want to just read the shadow wisdom from this card again. One of the shadows of Can is acting as the unawakened seed, the sleeper who wants to remain protected and invulnerable. In this shadow, you may think you're surveying yourself through the illusion of safety and security. Yet, if you maintain distance from the world of possibilities outside your shell, new horizons are kept at a distance. Take a risk and reveal all that you are, beyond the confines of definitions and self-concepts and the security of everyday patterns. The excitement of unknown possibilities beckons. I am a total example of that, not even being aware I was going to be doing a telesummit this year. I just know that magic came out, and if it could come out, then I could come out again. I've come out with it and gone back into hiding, and come out with it and gone back into hiding. I actually even had a sacred pause for like a year and a half from all technology, everything. I just had to really actually even heal my throat from the wounds. And so I'm going to get vulnerable here. I'm going to take a risk and yeah, reveal who I am. So I had to start from scratch. You know, what's the biggest fear you've ever had in your life? Like losing a loved one, or the love of your life, or all your possessions. So that's where I've been, and this, I really do have a survivor story, and I try and be as playful as I can in all areas, and so I'm still healing from almost being killed and almost dying by choking on a sprout of all things, both in the last 3 years. And so I say I had a super setback. This is an S story, so I'm going to share this is in this S story that I was in deep suffering from shock. And so I'll just share again really briefly that my beloved at the time, this man who created magic with me, even this program that I'm rebringing out again, Wise Women Setting Your Magic Free, I created in 2012, and there's a lot about him in there, how we played our way into the magic. And his witch wound came up from horror movies when he was 7. And so us living, and we'd actually just moved to Sunshine Coast in BC. And so when we came back, because his dad was dying, We only had enough clothes for a week. We were only staying in Ontario for a week to say our last goodbye. And yeah, he just, in his delusional state, because while we were in Sunshine Coast, we were in this little cabin. We had just moved there and it was dark, and then all his witch wound came up. So from being subjected to horror movies from 7 until his teens. So he started choking me and calling me a witch in this cab, and then jumped out, started taking his clothes off. He just went, anyways. So he went to the hospital, and I never saw him again. He went back out to BC. And so I was in shock. I only had a suitcase. In sorrow, deep, deep sorrow. And again, silence. Oh, I don't think this is all of it here. From shifts to having to be on social services. That was very, very humbling, being in that survival mode. Strife, striving. Spirit, soaring. Sisterhood, shedding skin, surrendering. Strength, singing songs. That's what helped me. Sacred spaces, stillness, stress. Signs and symbols, synchronicity helped me. Spontaneity helped me. Searching, being silly, being stubborn, stagnation, searching, single. And then I went to being sorry, satisfied, sympathetic, the shadows, the structures, then steadfast, shining, spirituality, success, self-sufficient, sense of self. I know there's more. Self-sabotage. Oh, and then I was asked to tell my story, and that's when I had the sprout stuck in my throat from eating salad. So somebody luckily was there, gave me the Heimlich maneuver, and then I said, then I was shaken, stalled, shut down again, slept for days, shed salty tears to stand before you as a survivor. There's been many storms, and maybe you've had those storms too. Those shadows, that's really light work, and it feels like we're here collectively, and a little bit of personally for me personally, but it's not as long as last time. It's just seems when you come out to shine, you get resistance, big time resistance. Are you in resistance? I want to help you walk you through it, because you know what, we are light. We don't have to go out there and be heroes. Just raising our vibration, that's just what's so needed, and connecting to our heart. And really what it's going to bring us to is bliss, but first we have to know joy. And I'm looking for some juicy joy generators to come along with me in September. So really, standing for magic, standing for our light. And I'm going to put this on an email, but I just had to get that out. And maybe I didn't even get it out right, but a little bit at a time, I'm still healing from all this craziness. Bye now.